How's it going, guys? It's Doc. ICP, or Internet Computer Protocol, making big moves in the background, which continues to solidify my confidence in this project. It's been about a month since we've done an ICP video, so I wanted to do an update and show you why I am continuing to buy this project and my thoughts on it moving forward. But before we get started, welcome back to the channel. My name's Doc. Throughout the day, I'm a resident physician, and at night, I take you guys on my crypto and investing journey. It's been about a month since I've done my last ICP video. I figure it just makes sense to do an update and kind of show where we're at with everything. I think the last video that I did was exactly 1 month ago, and ICP Army really coming out strong with over 3,000 views. So before we get started, go ahead, consider just giving the video a like, comment down below, where do you think ICP can go? Before we can talk about ICP, I think we just need to give a really quick market update of where Bitcoin's at, because ultimately, as Bitcoin flies, which it is doing, this is going to be really good for alts like Internet Computer Protocol. So right now, Bitcoin's sitting at 95,600. We've had this really nice big jump out, and we're going to talk about in just a second why I think this is breaking out. So stay towards the end of the video. But this has been a really nice reversal here. This is the daily candle that we're looking at. If we move over to the 4-hour, it really just feels like this has been quite the mountain that we've been climbing. Just a couple weeks ago, we were in the mid to low 70s. So this increase up, it really has been impressive in a lot of different ways. And Bitcoin really tends to move like this, right? We get these kind of consolidation periods before we see these big legs up. And this is not new, right? We've seen this for a while on Bitcoin. If I go back to the daily chart, we do see these consolidations happen quite a bit, right? So not very worried when we do have these, because it's usually just a nice spring up for the next move that's coming. So Bitcoin really starting to break above where it's been the past couple of weeks, and this is bullish for me, right? We are above the bull market support band, and this is strength, right? When we're above the bull market support band, especially on these daily candles, this means that we've turned this resistance now into support, okay? And the good thing is we've even come back to test this a few times, and we've held it, right? So obviously we're trading in a super volatile environment right now. I really don't want to talk about politics or trade stuff right now, but I think it goes without saying there's a lot of crazy things happening. So in the world, right? So Bitcoin right now, they're sitting above 95,000, really bullish. When we take a look at total 3, so this is the entire crypto market. And guys, I promise I'm building out a thesis for ICP here in just a second. This is the entire crypto market minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. Right now, we're testing the bottom part of this bull market support band. So what I want to see is I want to see that the total 3, again, this is a measure of all of crypto minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. I want to see us break through this bull market support band and eventually break through it and turn this resistance into support. If we can get back above the bull market support band, this would be really good for alts, and ultimately this would be really good for ICP. So we're looking at ICP here. It's up 3.5% on the day. For the week, we've had a really good jump up, right? For the week, we're sitting at about 10%, and it feels like, again, just a week or so ago, less than, we were under $5. So we've retaken the $5 mark. Now, it goes without saying, right now, ICP, the price is down, right? Anybody who tells you it's not down is lying to you. But in my opinion, this is actually a reason why we should be buying. Because when we think of the risk-adjusted returns, honestly, let's just go to the year. The year chart here, it's been beat down quite a bit. Like, I think buying in at $5, $6, $7, you're getting really close to the lows. And ultimately, nobody, I'm going to say that again, nobody is going to buy the absolute low. That should not be your goal. Your goal should be to DCA into projects that you really have conviction in while they're low, right? So ICP, you guys know this is a project that I really like. No, I'm not an ICP maxi. I hold a lot of altcoins, but ICP is one of them for reasons that we're going to talk about in this video. So if you just look, this is the yearly chart, right? In December, which was not that long ago, this was $15, right? Over 15 bucks, close to a 3x from where it is now. And again, this is some of the lowest prices that we've seen in the last year. So for me, when I'm looking at this, yes, anytime you are buying an altcoin, you're taking a risk, right? It goes without saying. But me, these are the unproportional risks that I like to take. In my opinion, the upside here is higher than the downside, and in a pretty significant way, right? So I know we talk about this all the time, but ICP, it's on a ton of centralized exchanges. For me, that is something that I need to see if I'm going to be putting significant amount of money into these projects. And ICP is one that I am continuously building my bag. Yes, when Bitcoin was at $70,000, $80,000, I continued to DCA into projects that I like. The big thing that I like to see, this is a Binance listing, say no more once retail comes back, because right now it is not back. When it comes back, they're going to use these really big centralized exchanges like Binance to get back on the train. So had to show this. This was actually kind of the inspiration for this video. Is right now we are burning $2 million of ICP per month, right? That to me is really significant because it says a couple things, right? What it tells us is that people are using the platform, right? For us to be able to burn Internet Computer Protocol, people have to be using it. So this is kind of we're getting benefits in a couple different ways. This shows people are using the protocol, right? People are deploying canisters. And then on the backside is ICP, it's so confident in itself that they're going and burning the project. So really, really good. I'm actually going to give ICP and ICP influencer here a follow. I've been following a bunch of his Twitter stuff. So really, really cool. We're burning a ton of ICP per month. Comes out to roughly $66,000 of ICP burnt per day. Pretty gnarly. The other cool thing is ICP has a brand new dashboard, right? And this might seem insignificant to you. To me, this just says that ICP, they're continuously reinvesting in their own platform, right? And the way that I like to think of it as ICP, it really is a builder's protocol in a lot of ways, right? So they want to build on their tools for other developers, right? Continuously reinvesting in themselves. And honestly, projects who are doing this in a bear market, it typically bodes well for when the bullish market starts. Because guys, yes, I do know that it's exciting that Bitcoin, right? It's back above $95,000. At some point, we're going to be getting back to 100K, right? Like that's just a matter of time before we get back to $100,000. So once Bitcoin can kind of start cracking that $100,000, ICP, in my opinion, is going to start to fly. And we're going to tell you specifically why I think it's going to fly in just a second. So we're talking about the new dashboard. I actually brought the new dashboard up and it does look clean. Not that the old dashboard didn't look clean, but it really does make it more organized. And I like how they group things a little bit. You know, I'm a big tokenomics guy. We're going to go through those in a second, but there's just a lot going on here, right? You can see an overview of the network, all the different DAOs that are here, the different keychain tokens, some news, which is actually super underrated, and then a carbon footprint too. I don't know how much this actually influences price, but interesting nonetheless. And then obviously there's a bunch of proposals down below. Let's take a look at the tokenomics though. And I specifically want to look at the burn. But before we do that, tons of rewards are going out. So that's good. And this ultimately does help us burn more ICP tokens as we go. The other thing that I liked about this is the voting rewards is going to continuously go down, which is good because this will help make ICP less inflationary. So let's just go to the overall burn. We are burning a ton of tokens as of late. Of course, as I click this, it's not going to want to load. Just my luck. Let's go ahead and reload the page here. We'll just zoom in here. You guys can see we are burning a ton of ICP. And that makes sense, right? We're burning $2 million a month. $2 million a month. So really cool. I do like the burn feature here. Shows us where we're at. And just kind of lets me know like, hey, things are going right now. We're building traction before the bull market takes off. And that leads me to this post, right? I saw this on Reddit and I felt like this is a really good discussion piece, right? So this person saying, hey, is ICP ever going to correlate with Bitcoin again? And the answer is yes, but let me explain. Last time Bitcoin was at $95,000, ICP was in the $7 range. Why doesn't ICP go up in proportion to Bitcoin? And I think a lot of people may share this sentiment, right? May share this sentiment. Here's the thing. If we look at Bitcoin dominance, it's durably above 64%, right? Durably above 64%. We know that for alts to run, yes, that includes ICP, we need Bitcoin dominance to fall, right? And not only do we need it to fall, but we need to fall in like a pretty significant way. So this is the daily view. I'm actually going to change this over to the weekly view so we can get a little bit better picture. But look, this is Bitcoin dominance. And for those folks who don't know, this is the entire percentage that Bitcoin makes up of the entire market cap, right? So put differently, Bitcoin dominance, it's close to 66%. Right now it's 64.5. That means roughly 2/3 of the entire crypto market cap is Bitcoin. Now, if we go back to early 2024, Bitcoin dominance was in the low 50s, around 50%. That means more money in the total crypto space was going into alts. Or put differently, roughly half of the money in the cryptocurrency space was in Bitcoin and the other half was in altcoins, right? So when you buy Internet Computer Protocol, you're not buying it because like, oh my gosh, I want to make money tomorrow. Yes, I know we all invest in crypto, things move fast, but I really want you guys to have a little bit longer time horizon, right? If you're buying strong alts like ICP, you got to buckle up, guys. You really need to buckle up. And that's why I tell folks you need to have conviction in the plays that you are buying, right? And that's why I make these videos, right? I like to share my thoughts, share my ICP journey, right? Because I'm an investor just like you guys. And I think it really is a good reminder to say, hey, this is why I'm buying this project, right? I'm buying this because I think it has XYZ potential, right? And really, this post in a lot of ways encapsulates that, right? Don't get so lost in the day-to-day moves, right? I know we try to make crypto and Bitcoin related content every day because we try to keep you guys informed. That's why you subscribe. So actually, if you don't mind, go ahead, hit the like button, comment down below, and consider giving me a subscribe. But guys, you need to look at this for the end of 2025. That needs to be your time horizon. Also, all of us have different goals, right? Some people would be happy to buy it, to sell it, buy now and sell at 7. Personally, I think ICP in a bull case scenario, like I'm talking blow off top Bitcoin in the 150s, 160s, I do think it's not unreasonable for ICP to hit $100. Now, obviously, that's my ultra bullish case, right? And Bitcoin does need to go to 150s, 160s. And if that happens, Bitcoin dominance will fall, right? It'll come back down to the low 50s, high 40s. And when Bitcoin dominance falls, alts are gonna rip. So really, the purpose of me showing you this is to say, hey guys, widen your time horizon, right? We're not day trading here. I promise you, you are not as good as day trading as you think you are, right? It's really tough. It's really tough. But the way that you increase your odds of success is by just broadening your time horizon. Now, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of alpha, right? Because I know this is an ICP video, but you came here for all the alpha. Right? Bitcoin, great weekly candle right here. It's starting to pop up. Here's why I'm confident that Bitcoin is going to set new all-time highs this cycle. And speaking of that, if we go back to my channel, watch this video right here. Or excuse me, my most recent video before this one. And I explain why I think Bitcoin is going to hit new all-time highs this cycle, right? Also, I have no idea why this video, it's not hitting the algorithm, right? So go ahead after this video, check this, why I think Bitcoin's going to hit new all-time highs. But I'm going somewhere with this. Right here, we're showing that MSTR, right? MicroStrategies, they tend to front run Bitcoin, right? So this is in our free Discord, link down below. We have absolutely nothing to sell you. We're just trying to build a rock solid community of people. So one of our members, Tooth, who's awesome, by the way, he shared this in the Discord and he's saying like, hey, MicroStrategy, it can really show us what's to come next, right? So last time MicroStrategy broke out in 2024 when it hit an all-time high, that was in October. And then the Bitcoin all-time high at that time, right? It went on to set newer highs. But at that time, we had a huge rally in Bitcoin in November. So it kind of goes to show you that, hey, MicroStrategy could be front running the market. And guess what, guys? If we look at MicroStrategy, it's doing really well. Okay. It's at 364. We know this moves fast too. I'm going to come back to the monthly view. It's really come back. At one point, this was in the low 230s. It's all the way back up to 364 now, right? Almost a 50% move in a month. So if we go to the year view, the all-time high was like 480-ish. Guys, we're not that far from there. And guess what? If MicroStrategy is starting to rally, this is the weekly view. If MicroStrategy is starting to rally, and we just said MicroStrategy tends to front run Bitcoin, that could really mean that it's just a matter of time before Bitcoin gets durably above $100,000. And guess what, guys? If Bitcoin gets above 100 grand, solid alt projects like ICP are really going to fly. So really keep that in mind, because I promise that is something that's going to get you through these tough times. The other thing is, like, I know a lot of people, they might have mixed feelings on Alex Becker. Homeboy has over 1.5 million followers on YouTube. He talks about ICP, which he has been recently. This puts more eyes on a solid project, right? So something to think about. Lots of influencers are talking about this. I'm trying to do my part to shed some light on what I perceive as an awesome project. Okay, down below, we said free Discord. Check it out. We're trying to build an awesome community. Nothing to sell you. Also, down below is going to be a link of my website, InvestWithDoc. If you want to get a hold of me, go ahead and put your email address in there. Let me know down below, where do you guys think ICP is going this cycle? The other thing is, if you made it this far, I'm going to drop some extra alpha on you. Get in the Discord. It's completely free. This Sunday, I'm doing a private live stream for the Discord members on a paratrade play that could be a paratrade of like the year, potentially of like the life. I think this is a paratrade that you can put big money in and potentially make a really sneaky, dare I say it, easy 12x on your money. So there's obviously a lot of moving pieces. Paratrade really means when you're buying one asset, taking the profits of that asset and moving it into another. And we're going to talk about that in a free live stream that I'm doing for the Discord this Sunday. It's going to be recorded. If you're in the Discord, you'll have access to it. I'm rambling. Guys, consider giving me a like button, subscribe. It's free. Really, really helps me out. And honestly, I read all of the comments. So let me know, where do you think ICP is going this cycle? And I'll see you guys on my next video.